the election updates after the 5-state results. Let me start with the headlines. Big meetings continue over who will be BJP's chief minister in 3 states. Renuka Singh meets with Nadda. Baba Balaknath meets with Amit Shah. Raje also to be meeting with JP Nadda next, all today. Revanth Reddy takes oath as Chief Minister of Telangana. 11 others have also taken oath as Telangana ministers. The Revanthana Raj begins in Telangana. Big opposition meltdown over Amit Shah's Pakistan-occupied Kashmir as he says POK is ours. Blames Nehru for parting with a chunk of Kashmir land. Congress dares the centre, on the other hand, to get back Pakistan-occupied Kashmir if they can before 2024. NC Chief Abdullah demands polls in Jammu and Kashmir at the earliest. A divide in the opposition's India bloc out in the open, it appears. Left leaders question Rahul Gandhi's credibility, dares Rahul to contest from the Hindi belt. Kilpanun plot probe escalates. FBI chief to visit India next to chair a key meeting with the NIA over Khalistan terrorism gangster nexus. Republican presidential candidates debate gets quite ugly. Vivek Ramaswamy calls Nikki Haley corrupt. Haley hits back, says Ramaswamy is envious of her rise. All right, big news as we track the 3 states right after results. Suspense over who's going to be the chief minister now looms. It's been now 4 days. BJP is yet to decide who will be the chief minister for Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Meanwhile, you have the BJP General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya saying all the suspense will end on Sunday. Sunday is a time given, likely when the BJP is going to make its announcement. We'll be announcing the chief minister's names for all 3 states. CM contenders now, one after the other, lobbying with the BJP High Command. Many of them meeting with the BJP top brass even as I speak. Vasundhara Raje right now in Delhi meeting with JP Nadda. Baba Balaknath of Rajasthan again meeting with Amit Shah for the top post. In fact, Renuka Singh calls upon JP Nadda as well. Leaders of Rajasthan at this point doing all that they can, a last-ditch effort to position themselves as the chief minister. They're meeting with the top leaders. Diya Kumari has met with JP Nadda just yesterday. So it's now a flow of top leaders from the state of Rajasthan who are meeting with JP Nadda, with Amit Shah, trying in every way to pitch themselves for the top post.
सस्पेंस जो बना हुआ है जिसको लेकर कर चर्चा है आपने काल्पनिक है लेकिन फिर भी ये सस्पेंस कब तक चलता रहे क्या माना है
ये ठीक है रविवार को खत्म हो जाएगा
सर विधायकों में से सीएम होगा या कोई नया चेहरा भी आ सकता है कि 230 विधायकों में से ही सीएम होगा
ये मैं कह रहा हूँ ना इसका जवाब तो आपको 10 तारीख को पता लग जाएगा
सस्पेंस जो बना हुआ है जिसको लेकर कर चर्चा है आपने काल्पनिक है लेकिन फिर भी ये सस्पेंस कब तक चलता रहे क्या माना है
ये ठीक है रविवार को खत्म हो जाएगा
सर विधायकों में से सीएम होगा या कोई नया चेहरा भी आ सकता है कि 230 विधायकों में से ही सीएम होगा
ये मैं कह रहा हूँ ना इसका जवाब तो आपको 10 तारीख को पता लग जाएगा
All right, let me quickly cut to Piyush Mishra joining us live from Amit Shah's residence. We also have Paulami Saha from Delhi for more on that. Hemendra joining us from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Piyush, if I could begin with you, a quick word from you on all the leaders making their way. From Rajasthan, we know Vasundhara Raje, Baba Balaknath, we have Diya Kumari, many of the leaders who have met with Amit Shah, JP Nadda, some of them due to meet, but they're waiting in the wings, waiting for a formal announcement to be made. Before that, all efforts are pressed into action. We see that buzz there outside Amit Shah's residence.
Well, absolutely, series of meetings are taking place in national capital. We know that how a meeting took place of Balaknath with Home Minister Amit Shah in Parliament, and then we also saw Diya Kumari yesterday met with JP Nadda. Today, Renuka Singh from Chhattisgarh, she had also met with JP Nadda, and as we are speaking, a crucial meeting is going on between Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Modi at the latest residence. So, series of meetings are underway to announce the final name. What we are also learning from our sources is that by tomorrow, the party party is going to announce the names of observers, and then subsequently they will be flying to their respective states. And Kailash
So is it
Vijayvargiya
possible
also
that by
telling
Sunday,
us that
Kailash
by
Vijayvargiya
10th
of the BJP
this
says
month
by
of-
Sunday expect all suspense to end? How far can we take his word?
Well, most likely, because if observers are announced by tomorrow, then most likely they will be flying to their respective states, and then CLP meeting will take place, and we can expect the announcement of names of chief ministers of respective states. So suspense is likely to come to an end by Sunday. But before that, series of meetings are taking place. We have seen hectic parleys taking place in Parliament, and right now, as we are speaking, what we are also picking is that Amit Shah, Home Minister Amit Shah, is meeting with the PM Narendra Modi at his residence. So he must be giving the final touch to the final name which party, the central leadership has almost zeroed in on. We'll have to see who is going to be the luckiest person, because there are multiple names who are doing rounds.
Absolutely. Stay with us. Piyush, do stay with us. We have Hemendra joining us. Hemendra, what a resounding victory for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. But it's not going to be Shivraj Singh Chauhan is what the buzz tells us. Strong sources tell us BJP is looking beyond him this time, wanting to look for a fresh face who can take the party forward. Do you believe that's the scenario? Who are the names who are lobbying for it? Are we seeing any of those leaders here in Delhi?
Well, as far as Shivraj Singh Chauhan is concerned, he was not made the face of the Bharatiya Janata Party's campaign. In fact, the election was fought in the name and on the face of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Shivraj Singh Chauhan did get some credit after the election victory, such a thumping victory, and it was because of his Ladli Behna Yojana. But remember, Shivraj Singh Chauhan did issue a statement. He released a video in which he was saying that he's not a contender for the Chief Minister's post. He never was, and he is still not. So this video was released, and there were speculations that why did he release such a video on his own? Was he asked by someone to do it? And it is being speculated that someone from the top leadership in Delhi asked him to do and to release that video. So most political pundits are ruling him out, and after that he has gone to Chhindwara.
Bidding for that top post. It's quite clear that Shivraj Singh Chauhan also bidding for that top post. He's been Chief Minister, maybe the longest standing one if he's made a CM yet again in Madhya Pradesh. 4-time Chief Minister. BJP, of course, has not declared him as the face before election. Now, after election victory with 166, a whopping majority that they've got, are they in a comfortable position? The BJP, are they in a spot now to look beyond him and build their numbers for 2024? It's going to be a big suspense. Sunday, hopefully, we're going to see 3 states' chief ministers' names that would likely be announced by the BJP top brass. But Hemendra, Piyush, please do stay with us. Amid all the speculation over BJP's chief minister picks, Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan today appeared to send a message to the party leadership, putting his case forward. 4-time Chief Minister Shivraj says that he's just a party worker and that he was neither a CM contender earlier nor is he now, asserting that he's always worked for the party and almost sparking all the speculation that there could be a new face beyond Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Many names that are now in the fray. His remarks, though, comes right at a time when there is talk of BJP considering fresh faces instead of the veterans while choosing chief ministers for the heartland, with a bigger eye, of course, on 2024. All right, now while we see what's happening in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, a victory for the BJP that they'll go to town with. After a thumping victory there, we see intense discussions that have ignited on who's going to be the chief minister in Chhattisgarh. BJP is mulling over selecting between a veteran and a fresh face. Amidst a pool of names that are before them, one standout figure that's emerged here is Renuka Singh. She's met with Home Minister Amit Shah just a while ago, currently serving as a Minister of State for Tribal Affairs in the Modi government. Renuka Singh has deep roots in Chhattisgarh and the Saranguja region, known for its substantial Adivasi population, and her notable triumph in the Bharatpur Sonhat ST seat has now positioned her as a strong contender for Chhattisgarh's top job. If successful, Chhattisgarh may not only witness the appointment of the first CM from the scheduled tribe, but also could make a mark, or rather a historic moment there for the state with its first female chief minister. Let me cut across to Sumi Rajappan joining us live from Raipur. Sumi, we see Renuka Singh is one of the top contenders. Raman, who was a former chief minister, it appears the BJP now again with the victory that they've had. wanting to look beyond those veterans. Renuka, if at all selected, could be the first time a woman is taking at the helm of affairs for Chhattisgarh. But at the same time, keeping an eye for 2024, do you believe Renuka's selection might just lead to some kind of factionalism? Who are those people, who are those faces really lobbying for the top post in Chhattisgarh?
Yes, Nabila, as you correctly pointed out, she will be scripting history if at all she becomes the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, and that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the central leadership will decide. But certainly there will be a lot of benefit for the BJP if she becomes the Chief Minister or any woman takes at the helm of the affairs of Chhattisgarh, because she is from the tribal community and she is also from that division that has swept the entire polls this time around. Sarguja division that had 14 seats. BJP has swept the entire division and she belongs to that division. In fact, she's on also the MOS for Tribal Affairs and she is the MP from Sarguja constituency, Lok Sabha constituency, and that particular Lok Sabha constituency has 11 seats. So Sarguja has swept all the 11 seats, and credit goes to Renuka Singh, of course, but until 2 days back she was lobbying and she was posturing. She was doing a lot of posturing. Her men were flexing muscles, but yesterday when a statement came that she is a simple Karyakarta and she will wait for the top leadership to decide, and she is not even in the race, was something like following the thumb rule. And today she has met with JP Nadda and also Union Home Minister Amit Shah. But apart from that, Vishnu Desai is also one potential contender because he is again from the tribal community. He has all the experience that CM should have. In fact, his achievements, he has also served several offices and he was the MOS steel in the Modi 1.0 government. So that is somewhere down the line. I think the BJP has zeroed in between these two names, and right now all the deliberations are going on between Vishnu Desai and Renuka Singh. But if Vasundhara Raje doesn't take on the chief ministerial post in Rajasthan, it will be certainly a woman face in Chhattisgarh for sure.
All right, that's a very interesting viewpoint. And also, as we saw as part of our India Today surveys, very clearly, more number of women have voted for the BJP, be it in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan. I'm not too sure if Chhattisgarh, we've seen the similar pattern. Women overwhelmingly, at least a sizable chunk, have voted for the BJP over the Congress. All right. Well, stay with us.
Certainly, this time around as well, women place their faith in the Bharatiya Janata Party.
All right, stay with us. Sumi, as we see Rajasthan, like you rightly said, Vasundhara Raje in Rajasthan is really the front runner. She's really racing to be on the top post, the Chief Minister's post. Yet again, she's already served 3 times Chief Minister, has immense experience. Vasundhara Raje also holds great clout within the state of Rajasthan. And keeping an eye for 2024, will the BJP be able to pick another face, upset the situation as it has in hand, or will they take that risk with the numbers that they've got to actually push and groom a new face in the next 6 months to really pick up the party's prospects there? Suspense really looms in Rajasthan as well amid all this uncertainty. The Saffron Party's choice will mean a lot for what's going to happen in 2024. Vasundhara Raje right now is in Delhi. She's meeting with the top leadership of the BJP. In fact, has sought an appointment with JP Nadda, and she's yet to meet him. She's right now here in the national capital, and it's going to be very interesting to see how the BJP approaches the situation, because Raje has sizable strength in the state of Rajasthan. Many of the MLAs rushed to meet her soon after the party came to victory in the state. But sources say that there are a few more names who are in the fray at this point. Baba Balak Nath is also one other, 2-time chief minister. As we see, Vasundhara Raje, as she is one of those faces who's really the top contenders. You have Baba Balak Nath. There are names like Ashwini Vaishnav that's coming to fore, Diya Kumari that's now coming to light. Well, let me cut across to Dev Ankur to get a little sense of this. Dev, Vasundhara Raje is known as an experienced leader for the state of Rajasthan, but we also know that she's had friction with the BJP, the top brass, over the years. So will she be able to put all those differences aside and posture herself as a renewed Vasundhara Raje who will fight for the party for 24? Or is there another face?
Well, Nabila, there can be several permutations and combinations as far as the BJP leadership is concerned. If it's thinking about 2024 and if it wants a leadership which has already been tested, someone who has been experienced, has been twice the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, then perhaps there is no one who can fit the bill better than Vasundhara Raje. But at this point in time, if the party wants to infuse the state leadership with a new face, then there can be several other people in contention. Someone like a Diya Kumari who comes from the former royal household of Jaipur, she can be in contention. Rajyavardhan Singh Rathod, who has been the Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting, he can be in contention. Then there are several people, Union Ministers, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Water Resources Minister. Then there is Ashwini Vaishnav, who is a Railway Minister, who is considered very close to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Will he be the blue-eyed boy of the Prime Minister and become the Chief Minister of Rajasthan? We will get to know, but it is quite apparent, Nabila, that Vasundhara Raje perhaps is playing the biggest possible, effort, or making the biggest possible effort of her political career. She knows that this is something that she really wants, and she has made it quite clear. I have spoken with several people in her camps, Nabila, and they mentioned that if you look at the numbers, they say that 67 out of 115 is a number which you cannot ignore, and possibly if the party wants to democratically elect the next Chief Minister, then they can go ahead and ask those MLAs who they want to be the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan, and they will get a clear-cut answer.
So by today,
secondly,
we believe, Dave, by today or tomorrow
Rajasthan
latest,
has been enough financial.
by today, tomorrow latest, we believe that the BJP is coming up with names who are going to be observers. And these central observers are going to consult with all the stakeholders, leaders in respective states. And by Sunday, Kailash Vijayvargiya gives a hint that by Sunday, names of all three states for Chief Minister will be announced. Well, let's see. Vasundhara Raje is now lobbying for it. We'll see how far she's made her peace with the BJP top brass before this announcement. Dave, thank you very much for joining us on that. Well, now Telangana's Revanth Reddy is the new king of the state. His Raj, Revanth Anna's Raj in Telangana has already begun in a grand gala celebrations. Earlier today, massive crowds that gathered to witness Revanth Reddy taking oath along with his 11 ministers. He is now the chief minister. His cabinet has been formed. 11 have taken oath, but we know there are 7 more to be roped in. They're going to be factoring in all equations of political, in fact, their caste, their political equations, their relevance in respective constituencies, and also contribution to the party itself. And we saw many turncoats who have joined the Congress recently to strengthen the party have been given positions in the cabinet. Let's take a look at what went by today.
Anumula Revanth Reddy ane nenu.
Anumula Revanth Reddy takes oath as the Chief Minister of Telangana. Thousands of Congress supporters witnessed the ceremony at the packed Lal Bahadur Shastri Stadium in Hyderabad on Thursday afternoon. Top leaders of the Congress, including Party President Mallikarjun Kharge, Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, as well as Deputy CM D.K. Shivkumar, were in attendance. Soon after Revanth Reddy's oath, Congress's Dalit face Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu was sworn in as the Deputy CM.
Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu ane nenu.
Other ministers who took oath are Uttam Kumar Reddy, former Naxal leader Sitaka Dhanasari Anasuya, who got the loudest cheers, Ponnam Prabhakar, Sridhar Babu, Tumala Nageshwara Rao, Damodara Rajan Narasimha, Komati Reddy Venkat Reddy, Konda Sureka, Jupali Krishna, and Ponguleti Srinivas Reddy. Right through the oath ceremony, the LED on the stage read Telangana People's Party, a reflection of Revanth Reddy's promise of a people-friendly governance. It was a big moment for Revanth Reddy's family. His wife Geeta was seen taking the blessings of Sonia Gandhi and interacting with Rahul and Priyanka.
చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి అనుకునేది ఏదో ఒకటి రాజకీయం చేస్తాడని బాగా చాకచక్యంగా ఉండే మా తమ్ముళ్ళందరూ కూడా చాలా చాకచక్యంగా ఉంటారు అందులో ఈయన కూడా ఇంకా ఏదో ఒకటి చేస్తాడని చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి తర్వాత సీఎం అవుతాడని అనుకున్నాం రాజకీయం చేస్తుంటే అనుకున్నాం
ఇప్పుడు తెలంగాణకి రెండో సీఎం గా ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా అవబోతున్నారు ఎంత సంతోషంగా ఉంది కేసీఆర్ ని ఆయన ఓడగొట్టారు
చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది ఇంకా అది పెద్ద సంతోషం ఓడగొట్టింది.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also extended his wishes to Revanth Reddy and his cabinet. Revanth Reddy will be the first Chief Minister of Telangana after it was carved out in 2014 by the UPA government. He was an easy choice for the Congress as majority of the newly elected MLAs also favoured him. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, as we know, suspense looms over who's going to be the chief ministers of the three states in the Hindi heartland, won by the BJP. You already have the Congress taking pot shots over the delay. We're going to delve on that into the point at 7:30 in just on the other side of a short break with our panelists. Do stay tuned.
The true viewership king stands tall. Absolute domination on results day. Viewership super smash.
The live concurrent data clearly shows India Today's lead is almost thrice. You could add up times now in Republic. Rajdeep, I think you can add all of them and they still won't come to India Today.
Since you have advertised this program as double engine, BJP ka double engine clear hai.
Decimates the competition. Viewers reward India's #1 channel. No fakery, no fixing. Only facts. India's true #1 channel.
Anumula Revanth Reddy ane nenu శాసనం ద్వారా నిర్మితమైన భారత రాజ్యాంగం పట్ల నిజమైన విశ్వాసం విధేయత చూపుతానని భారతదేశ సార్వభౌమాధికారాన్ని సమగ్రతను కాపాడుతానని తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా నా కర్తవ్యాన్ని శ్రద్ధతో అంతఃకరణ చిత్తశుద్ధితో నిర్వహిస్తానని భయం గాని పక్షపాతం గాని రాగద్వేషాలు గాని లేకుండా రాజ్యాంగాన్ని శాసనాలను అనుసరించి ప్రజలందరికీ న్యాయం చేకూరుస్తానని దైవ సాక్షిగా ప్రమాణం చేస్తున్నాను. రేవంత్ రెడ్డి అనే నేను తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ముఖ్యమంత్రిగా నా పరిశీలనకు వచ్చిన లేదా నాకు తెలియవచ్చిన ఏ విషయాన్ని నా కర్తవ్యాలను సక్రమంగా నిర్వహించేందుకు అవసరమైన మేరకే తప్ప ప్రత్యక్షంగా గాని పరోక్షంగా గాని ఏ వ్యక్తికి లేదా వ్యక్తులకు తెలియపరచనని లేదా వెల్లడించనని దైవ సాక్షిగా ప్రమాణం చేస్తున్నాను.
Off the best show for the Congress in Telangana and delivered the grand old party what he promised. Crowd puller and fiery orator Revanth Reddy, who slated to be the chief minister of the youngest state of India, was years ago the last person who the Congress would have relied upon. His background did not fit the bill, he did not have support within the party, and yet overcoming all challenges, he is today poised to become the king of Telangana. Revanth has had an interesting political trajectory. He started off in ABVP, was associated with the TDP and even enemy number one, BRS. And yet, he has prevailed. So much so that even the latest challenge that came from Congress veterans like Uttam Kumar Reddy and Bhatti Vikramarka has been brushed aside by the High Command. Reportedly, Uttam Kumar Reddy and Vikramarka, in their counter to the Revanth for Chief Minister chorus, highlighted that he is a relative newbie, having joined the Congress only in 2017 and that too from the enemy camp. The allegations of cash for vote also did not do him any favours. Adding to it, veterans like Vikramarka did not shy away from declaring that they are in the Chief Minister race. But there is one overwhelming factor that worked for Revanth Reddy, his popularity. From an ABVP member to TRS leader to now Telangana Chief Minister from Congress, Revanth Reddy's political career is the stuff of legends. Bureau Report, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com. Her family hogi insured. Tata Safari. Reclaim your life.
You are watching India Today.
All right. Well, 3 states, 3 chief ministers. Suspense only looming, and it's likely to end by Sunday. That's the word we've got. BJP High Command, as they're coming together in a huddle to decide on the central observers who will consult with stakeholders of respective states and make a decision latest by Sunday. That's what BJP General Secretary Kailash Vijayvargiya has said. All the suspense is likely to end by Sunday. This is a word coming in from Kailash Vijayvargiya as the CM contenders, in the meanwhile, line up one after the other in Delhi to meet with the BJP top brass. Vasundhara Raje, who's eyeing for the top post right now in Delhi, she has sought an appointment to be meeting with JP Nadda. We see Baba Balaknath as well meeting with Amit Shah in the parliament, and Renuka Singh, who calls upon JP Nadda. She's just met him, and that's the image that we're showing for you on our screens. Renuka Singh for Chhattisgarh, that's her hope. There are a few other contenders, of course, in all of these states. But what are the hurdles with the BJP face, really, to make this announcement? Are they finding it hard to make an announcement, or is this a carefully thought-out process where observers will be picked, stakeholders will be spoken to, deliberate discussions will be made, and only then a thorough announcement will be made, likely by Sunday? Well, we've got to wait and see. Congress already taking its pot shots on the delay on why BJP hasn't been able to announce names for the 3 states in the Hindi heartland that they won with a comfortable majority. Kailash Vijayvargiya says, wait until Sunday.
सस्पेंस जो बना हुआ है, जिसको लेकर कर चर्चाएं आपने काल्पनिक है, लेकिन फिर भी ये सस्पेंस कब तक चलता रहे, क्या माना है?
ये ठीक है, रविवार को खत्म हो जाएगा।
सर, विधायकों में से सीएम होगा या कोई नया चेहरा भी आ सकता है कि 230 विधायकों में से ही सीएम होगा?
ये मैं कह रहा हूँ ना, इसका जवाब तो आपको 10 तारीख को पता लग जाएगा।
All right, as we see Kailash Vijayvargiya making that comment there, I'm going to quickly cut across to our panelists joining us. Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP. We have Mahima Singh, the spokesperson of the Congress. Rashid Kidwai, political analyst, joining us. Let me quickly cut across. to Mahima Singh, Congress spokesperson. Mahima, we saw Jairam Ramesh of the Congress Party already putting out a comment saying that we were criticized for not announcing a chief minister's candidate for Telangana in barely 24 hours after the election results were out. But what about the Congress? It's been 96 hours, 4 days. The BJP has been 96 hours, 4 days. They've not been able to announce a name as yet. Is that your stand?
नहीं, कॉल नहीं मिल रहा है मेरे फोन पे नहीं.
Mahima, could you hear me? All right, we're going to try and patch her again. In the meanwhile, let me cut across to Rashid Kidwai. Rashid Kidwai, is this normal to see a delay in selecting the chief minister? The BJP is, of course, known to be war horses. They're going to be very carefully calculating their decision. They're not going to be jumping the gun, and that's established. But the Congress chancing upon this, saying that this is, a delay that shows the party in poor light, that they are not able to make a decision, indecisive BJP, stuff that the BJP is being called by the opposition.
Well, I think it's a little, immature on a part of a party like Congress to be making such observations, because remember, selecting a chief minister is a difficult exercise. It's a tricky thing when elections are there, Lok Sabha elections are there 6 months down the line. And second, a lot of considerations have to be taken in account. And sometimes when there is already a kind of, incumbent or a caretaker government, then there is no, constitutionally speaking, legally speaking, there is no hurdle. So I think this picking a pot shot is not something very healthy, because the Congress has its own, lot of sort of, fire in its own backyard, in the sense of what is going to do about the leadership issue, where it has lost states like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan. What is going to do is going to bench the, kind of regional satrap that were there in fray. I think it would have been better for the Congress and Mr. Jairam Ramesh to avoid taking such pot shots, because a lot of instances I can quote the Congress when there was, a lot of things, were taken in account.
We've seen sticky decisions made by the Congress party in 2018, which hasn't really worked out well for them. We see the result panning out in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. So were the decisions right, what they made then? Well, we could speculate multiple things now that the results are out. What happened is only for the Congress party themselves to ponder. But Mahima is with us. Mahima, if you can hear me, the Congress taking a stand, firing at the BJP for this delay. 4 days that's passed since the election results are out so far. No name for chief minister from all 3 states.
Jai Hind. Nabila, today I'm reminded of that old Hindi song, कभी किसी को मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, कहीं ज़मीं तो कहीं आसमां नहीं मिलता. In what the BJP believes to be too much democracy, they may have done too much horse trading, leading to too much confusion, putting too much at stake, you see. So, which is why today, tomorrow, after 5 days of the result having come out, after such a high voltage contest that was run by the Prime Minister himself in all these states, they're still considering the name of the observers, you see. And as you rightly said, it's been 5 days since the results. They had fielded 21 MPs, 12 have won. 9 MPs have lost. I think, again, too much confusion for them. Where do they stand? They are MPs, but they have lost legislative assembly elections. So as Abraham Lincoln rightly said, he said that you can fool some of the people all of the time. You can fool all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. So I think the BJP has a lot to look forward to 2024, because Yadurappa example from Karnataka is in front of us. When Mr. Kidwai was speaking, he was saying that Congress may also have, been guilty of not deciding a CM in many days. But well, Maharashtra, for 1 month, there was a cabinet without a chief minister. Karnataka, they could not decide a leader of opposition in the assembly for 6 months. They could not name a president of their organization for 6 months.
In Rajasthan in 2018, even the Congress were on a sticky wicket. You yourself were not able to decide between Gehlot, Sachin Pilot. There was, and then finally a decision was made, and clearly that hasn't worked out well. Chhattisgarh also, T.S. Singh, Dio, Baghel. You've taken your time as well in 2018 in your respective states.
Horse trading is BJP's trademark. too much confusion, MPs for legislative assemblies, all of this. I think it's going to be playing out in 2024. We'll see. You'll be here, I'll be here, we'll see.
Okay.
Kabhi kisi ko mukammal jahan nahi milta.
Tuhin Sinha, BJP spokesperson with us. Tuhin, is this delay normal according to you? Is this just the BJP deliberating on? How would you counter the Congress who says that you have too many faces that's spoiling the broth?
Well,
you have no way to make a decision. And ultimately, it's the High Command making the decision. So basically, whatever you accuse the Congress of, High Command culture, it's the same that pans out in the BJP, the Prime Minister, the High Command deciding the local state leader and not the MLAs themselves.
Well, good evening, Nabila. Good evening, everybody. First of all, there is absolutely no delay. The Karnataka result came out on 13th May. They finally managed, after many, many rounds of consultations and inconsequential meetings, they finally managed to, get the name of the CM on 18th, which is 5 days later. It's been 4 days since the results came out. And in a day or two, you will get all the CMs without all the melodrama that you saw between DK Shiv Kumar and, Siddaramaiah. That's point number one. Point number two, Congress and BJP are different entities. For the Congress, it's very easy to pick anybody as a CM because the mandate is different. The mandate is to loot the state through a series of scams, which they did in Chhattisgarh, and that is the reason the longevity of a Congress government is much lower. They'd never get to rule a state for 3 decades the way we rule in Gujarat, the way we have done in Madhya Pradesh, because that is the kind of consideration, that is the kind of thought that goes into picking up a leader. In fact, even in the last 6 or 7 years, the kind of leaders we have picked up, whether it is Devendraji in Maharashtra or Himanta Biswa Sharma in Assam or Yogi Ji, they are leaders for the future. Can you see any such leader in the Congress party? The Congress party picks up leaders who can basically divide the state based on fake caste censuses, which they themselves are not in a position to make public. So the agendas are different. We put a lot of thought in everything that we do because we are thinking about the future of the country for the next 2 decades.
All right. We've heard you out, Tuhin. And stay with us. Mahima, I'm going to come to you. We have Piyush, our correspondent, who's right outside Amit Shah's residence. And like Tuhin says, there's deliberations that's currently happening. In fact, the observers are going to be decided to, and those central observers will be making those decisions after speaking with the state units. Piyush, will you be able to tell us what are the leaders, who are the leaders from Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh who have come by to meet with the BJP High Command? Could you list them out? You're in front of Amit Shah's residence.
Well, certainly, Nabila, right now as we are speaking, there's a crucial meet. First, let me tell you that there's a crucial meet going on between Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They are giving a final touch to the probable list of chief ministers in these 3 Hindi heartlands. Now, if we tell to our viewers about the meetings those have taken place so far, today itself there was a meeting between Balak Nath and Home Minister Amit Shah in Parliament. Then there was a meeting between Renuka Singh from Chhattisgarh with JP Nadda at BJP National President's residence. And what we are also now learning is that any minute from now, Vasundhara Raje could also leave from a residence and can head to the residence of JP Nadda to have a one-to-one meeting with BJP's national president. So, series of meetings are taking place. Home Minister is at Prime Minister's residence and informing him about the brainstorming which has so far taken place over the probable names of the chief ministers in these 3 states. But we are also given to understand, Nabila, that by tomorrow, BJP is going to announce the names of observers and then they will be flying to their respective states to have a CLP meet, and then we can expect the suspense to end and announcement of names of chief ministers. What BJP sources are telling us that they have a lot of leaders in these 3 important states. If we talk about Madhya Pradesh, there are 4 to 5 contenders. Similarly, in Chhattisgarh and in Rajasthan, there are numerous contenders, and that is why BJP is doing brainstorming on each and every name. And
okay, so the BJP is of course putting its best foot forward to say that they're deliberating. They don't want to be making the mistakes similar to what maybe the Congress has made, be it in Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh, to pick faces that may not have yielded them results for this 2023 assembly elections. Mahima with us on that. Mahima, this is what and rightly like Tuhin said, I'd like to refer to the Karnataka election results and what happened post that. Y'all took, the Congress took quite a while to announce Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister, and then there was a lot of talk of rotating Chief Minister, the chair between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, which hasn't yet happened. Even today, Siddaramaiah gives counter comments saying, no, I'm the Chief Minister for 5 years. There is no decision of a rotating Chief Minister. So in a sense, you've left these issues, these wounds open. It's open-ended. You've not resolved these problems. You've allowed the problem to fester, especially in a state like Rajasthan, where we see Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot's fallout so bitter that it's impacted in your numbers.
Let me ask you, did we take longer than the BJP took in Maharashtra to name the Chief Minister? Did we take longer than the BJP took to name their leader of opposition in the assembly in Karnataka till recently? Did we take longer than that? I think any well-thinking citizen of India would answer those questions and know for themselves. You see, the BJP spokesperson's audacity when he names Himanta Biswa Sarma is that I just said too much horse trading. He's testifying what I said. You see, the BJP takes pride in having repeat CMs, the leaders that they have horse traded from the Congress. So, all right, you see that audacity is for everybody to see. And when the BJP talks of us being able to hold on to power, they forget that they're the ones who had created hue and cry about 70 years. So we are the ones who reigned in the power in this country for 70 years. We know how to regain our lost ground. We have done that in Telangana. BJP must not lose its senses so much that it, as I said, they're putting all their apples in one basket in all these states. So let's just see how does it play out. 2024 is not far off.
Do you believe a hasty decision in Chhattisgarh? Speaking of Chhattisgarh, a hasty decision in Chhattisgarh has cost you the election this time. T.S. Singh Dio, your deputy there, lost his Ambikapur Assembly constituency by 94 votes. He's barely campaigned in his bastion. He hardly got down to the ground to campaign, and that really speaks of the choice that you've made in 2018, which you see now play out in a way that you never imagined. That was one state that you were sure of, Chhattisgarh.
There's a famous couplet which goes like this: मैदान की हार जीत तो किस्मत की बात है, मैदान की हार जीत तो किस्मत की बात है, टूटी है किसके हाथ में तलवार देखना. We are certainly fighting our battles. We are fighting it with all our might and the core of steel that every congressman has. We'll continue to do so.
You're left with just 3 states ahead of 2024. You really hope to propel and gain momentum ahead of 2024, but now you're reduced to barely 3 states, just Himachal, Karnataka, and your newly elected Telangana.
Which is the part and parcel of the game of politics, sure. Nabila. I think it's the people's fight that we fought. We'll continue to do so. The BJP may continue to divide and rule like they've been doing, bringing communalism and caste slurs in elections. They have fought all the elections on the face of Modi ji. I think they better start finding an alternative to Modi ji.
Okay, Tuhin, that's one allegation that's been made, fighting an election on the Prime Minister's face. What happens to all that effort put out by local leaders in states like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan? You have so many local leaders who've really hustled to pick the party and take the party to victory, basically. But ultimately, it appears Modi gets the credit. It's Modi's face that elections are fought. Do you believe that the local party leaders there are slightly disappointed that they're hardly ever credited for all that work that they do? It's mostly, and that's the high command culture I was referring to.
Forget about anybody in BJP being disappointed. I'm surprised at the glee of the Congress party. Instead of looking inwards, instead of doing some introspection, they are obsessed with non-issues. 4 days after the election, their only worry seems to be, why is BJP not announcing the CM candidate? Look at the Telangana CM. I mean, would we appoint somebody like the Telangana CM Revanth Reddy, who's openly making slurs against the whole of Bihar? So I think that's not a culture. We would choose somebody who would be a leader for the next 2 decades and who will ensure that the BJP is in power in Chhattisgarh and in Rajasthan for the next 2 decades. I think this is something which the Congress is not able to comprehend. The change in leadership style the country has seen, we are out of the holiday mood. The first thing that, they seem to be into after an election result instead of analysis is a holiday. That's not the way the BJP operates.
Just for example, Tuhin, in Rajasthan, a quick word, if you can give me clarity on Rajasthan. It's going to be difficult. The more you delay, the more you will have people coming up with their demands. For example, Vasundhara Raje, she's your strongest face when it comes to the state of Rajasthan. She has clout with a host of MLAs. In fact, we believe that a good number of MLAs were siding with her. There was already some kind of friction earlier. When the first list was announced in Rajasthan, none of the names had the aids of Vasundhara Raje. At that point, we saw revolt within the BJP itself. So 2024, before 2024, do you believe the BJP can take that risk of changing Vasundhara Raje? And if you delay in making a decision here, how do you think it's going to hamper your prospects there in that state?
Let me answer your question with a question. Have you ever seen a CM and a deputy CM of the BJP, make statements like Nikamma for his counterpart? That is what Rajasthan has witnessed for the last 5 years. And yes, I mean, as the largest party in the world with 18 crore people, there is bound to be ambition, there is bound to be competition. But the way we handle competition, the way we handle rivalry is something you got to appreciate. In no state do you see the kind of dissension, the kind of fights which we have witnessed in Rajasthan. At one point during the peak of COVID, all that Sachin Pilot was doing was taking his MLAs to Bangalore.
No, that fight in Rajasthan was quite bitter, and I think most political experts would quote Rajasthan's example to what not to do. Rashid Kivai, would you agree that the BJP that way, and agreeing with Toheen there, have managed to settle differences internally to a point where it's not visible? But some could also say that this takes away a chance from the local leaders who are really hoping to come to position. Takes away credit from their efforts, because PM Modi is projected as a man based on which election is won. How would you view this delay? Prime Minister Modi being the face through and through, local leaders not credited enough.
Yeah, I think, Nabila, consultation is very much part and parcel of the political process. Had the Congress done this, Congress would have been today better off in Chhattisgarh and in Rajasthan, etc. So that is the thing. I think the Congress is wasting its energy in pointing a finger or trying to make smart comments about the BJP. It should have convened. I can ask as a journalist that why the Congress Working Committee has not been called. 4 days have passed to discuss the poll debacle. That is a very important issue, and a CWC is actually a proper forum to discuss this. So this is the thing. Political parties, what they do is they attack each other on these grounds. The fact of the matter is, Nabila, just as a constitutional and a political position, is that the MLAs should be deciding. Here, what we see is the MLAs are not in picture. Even the Congress did the same thing with Telangana. So I'm not saying Congress is right and BJP is wrong. It will be just a formality when observers go. BJP is doing this exercise so that they are taking Vasundhara Raje and everybody on board. So whatever decision is taking, nobody will have a cheek to say later on that, we were not consulted, the way it happened in case of T.S. Singh Dev and Sachin Pilot, etc.
No, but we saw in Karnataka, if you really have to take that analogy, in Karnataka, sidelining Yediyurappa at that point really didn't benefit the BJP. If anything, they have to go back to give Yediyurappa's son Vijendra the post of the BJP chief. He's now the president of the BJP in the state. So they realized that it's important to keep old leaders in good humor, and your veteran leaders, at least like Yediyurappa, who has that kind of clout, sidelining him may have been one of their follies.
Nabila, you're asking me?
Yeah. Rashid.
Yes. Nabila, the political ambition is there, and Mr. Sinha was also saying. You look at Uttarakhand. 3 chief ministers were changed, but end of the day, BJP won. So that is something comforting. Even the chief minister lost in Karnataka, also they changed chief minister. I think end of the day, Nabila, what matters is whether you're getting your arithmetic right or not. It is victory that decides everything. Poll performance, voting percentage is all. There is no silver medal in politics.
Okay. Tuhin, a quick word. When is it, as I'm short on time here, when is a word coming out? Do we know? Maybe you could give us inside updates on who the BJP is mulling over for the 3 states. Let's start with Rajasthan. Who are your top faces? Could you give our audience, our viewers, some clarity on what may be the road ahead for you?
Well, that's not my mandate. I'm not supposed to get into names. But the fact is, we will give a leader, we will give Rajasthan a leader who will be there for the next 2 decades, who will ensure the progress of Rajasthan in the same way that Yogi ji is doing in Uttar Pradesh, and the same way that Devendra ji is doing in Maharashtra and Himanta is doing in Assam.
Okay. Mahima, there's no time-bound manner before, or there's no timeline itself, in the sense, no deadline as such under law that this is the date before which a chief minister's name should be announced, unless the previous assembly is not ended, the term of the previous assembly is not ended, then they have time. So they can really deliberate on the matter carefully and make their announcement. Maybe you could pick another issue to target the BJP at this point, because a loss in the Hindi heartland is going to cost you for 24.
From what is evident, Nabila, owing to the series of events we have seen turn out unfold in the state of Rajasthan over the past 4 days, I think from what is very evident is that the BJP is being very, it's driven by convenience. So they will probably procrastinate it and squander more time till the time, because accountability is there. We have heard them say there's still Congress CM over there and things like that. So they will keep delaying it. Agreed, there's no timeline as such, but I think there's something known as morality. There is something known as ethicality in the field of politics. And I think if the BJP had an iota of that morality, it would be dutiful to name its chief minister and not putting the blame or gaslighting with the Congress for the series of events that has been unfolding in the state of Rajasthan. So I think that is very much attributed to the BJP, convenience, playing in a very pliant manner. And I think gaslighting, the very traits of the BJP.
Mahima, well, this was expected to pan out, but nonetheless, congratulations on Telangana's win. Revanth Reddy took oath as Chief Minister of Telangana. The Congress has managed to win there. Tuhin,
because we do follow.
Congratulations for the BJP winning, sweeping that tsunami in the Hindi heartland. Rashid Kidwai as well, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to wait and watch. India Today keeps our coverage rolling on who's going to be the chief ministers in these 3 states. Likely by Sunday is what the word we have from the BJP High Command. Thanks for watching.
You are watching India Today.
In June 2023, about a year before the Lok Sabha elections, BJP aimed for 350 plus and preparations were already on. They had just lost Karnataka to Congress. 6 months later, bolstered by the 3-1 win in the Hindi heartland, BJP is aiming high. A mega outreach campaign aimed at highlighting the centre's welfare schemes, Bharat Sankalp Yatra is on, and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is steering it forward. He did so during the campaign trail in Chhattisgarh. The night before Telangana was to vote, BJP leadership was huddled in a meeting to strategize for the Lok Sabha elections. The Prime Minister advised his cabinet colleagues to make grassroots connections with voters in their constituencies. Crucial elections won. BJP is now fully focused on the next mega battle. The calculations are on and the mean machine of BJP is working on the ground already. Shivraj Singh Chauhan of Madhya Pradesh is one such example. While speculations are on whether he would be anointed once again as the chief minister of the state that he successfully retained for the party, he chose not to visit Delhi. He is in Chhindwara, the Congress bastion of Kamal Nath, meeting people, reaching out to tribal communities, making all the right noises. Opposition is yet to get its act together after a drubbing defeat in the last round of assembly elections in the run-up to the mega final. BJP is a well-oiled machinery that is already counting each booth and voter that they need to colour in saffron, months before Mission 2024 is officially announced. Bureau Report,
India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
पाक ऑक्यूपाई कश्मीर की 24 सीटें क्योंकि वो हमारा है हमने रिजर्व रखी है मान्यवर.
The Narendra Modi government makes the first big move for Jammu and Kashmir after the abrogation